Hey yo, what's going on everybody? My name is Dylan, you guys are chilling with Dylan, and today we got another brand new unboxing video. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Air Jordan 4 white cement release has come and gone very quickly. These things sold out pretty darn fast, and I do think that everybody thought that we may have had a lot more pairs than originally anticipated. Again, if you guys wanted these, you definitely should have been able to get them, but if you did wait for a release date, they sold out pretty much everywhere online. And I know, for instance, when I went to go pick up my pair at Foot Locker, there were a lot of people who wanted, first come, first serve. They were wondering if there was going to be any leftover pairs, and they were not having any of it. So if you wanted them, you should have been able to get them if you put in that footwork. But man, I could definitely see these things shooting up in price very soon. So let's dive right into this unboxing, everybody. So we got an OG classic, ladies and gentlemen, the white cement Air Jordan 4s. As you can take a look from the box, you got your standard Air Jordan 4 box, obviously with the Jumpman and the flight text right there at the top of the box. You do have your cement splatter print going all the way along the bottom half of the box, which obviously comes from the shoe that's inside. Size tag and a label reads Air Jordan 4 Retro, Summit White, Fire Red, and I went with a size 12 because, as you all know, with Air Jordan 4, sometimes the sizing is way off, right? Sometimes an 11.5 fits me good. Sometimes a 12 fits me good. Sometimes that pinky toe is hurting for days. I'm just going up half a size on all Air Jordan 4s from here on out. I will always be getting a size 12. If there's a little bit of extra room, I'll have to wear a thicker sock. It just is what it is. I'd rather have a little bit more room in them than have my toes be like this inside my shoes, because again, sometimes the sizing is off. I hope this helps you, but again, half a size up for me personally. I went with a size 12. Inside the box, when you open up the lid, you're going to get that cement splatter print again. And then, man, are you going to get the shoes right here. Now, the first thing I'll say when you guys open up the box is you're going to get greeted with the shoes. These things are glorious. However, the strong smell that comes off these things, I don't know if it's the glue or, like this leather that they use, but man, is it super strong. Woo! It's stronger than like any recent Air Jordans that it's just something that's like first thing out of the box is something you notice, and I haven't smelled that strong of a glue smell or whatever this is in quite some time when picking up an Air Jordan, but these things got it. Now, first to note, you are going to get that original hang tag right here with the plastic Nike Air on there and that orange hang tag. No longer do you get those rubberized ones. You're just going to get the little plastic tag right here, which is what it is. It is nice that they include no extra sets of laces in these, as they shouldn't, right? Everybody's going to be rocking with that white right here. You get your white laces pre-laced in these guys. Now, let's talk about some quality and stuff like that, right? So QC, I have heard online that there are some major quality control issues with these things, as far as maybe glue stains, or maybe like some people are claiming that the tag is bleeding, right? Like that red Jumpman for some reason is bleeding onto the white sock liner. Me personally, I have zero issues with any of my pairs, right? So no major glue stains, no scuffs, no nothing. I mean, this is a pretty darn good quality controlled pair that I have received. But again, it's going to vary depending on you and where you decide to pick up your shoes, right? It is a mass-produced shoe. So at the end of the day, there are going to be pairs that slip through the cracks that have issues. Now, that is no justification, right? Because you pay $225 for a pair of shoes. You want them to come out perfect. Only thing I can recommend to you is, if you're not just relying on the online websites and stuff like that, or the ship to me options, when you do go in store to go pick up your pair, make sure you guys are checking out your pairs before you purchase them. You can always open up the box, and if you see something crazy on your pair of shoes, just say, hey man, you got another extra size 12 in the back, you got an extra size 11.5, and extra size not whatever. Or maybe, they might not let you, but as long as you check it out and you show them, 9 times out of 10, I don't think that they're going to have an issue with just swapping one out and giving you the pair. But yeah, I mean, other than that, as far as the quality of the leather on these things, pretty standard leather, not soft. This is just kind of a regular leather. It's not plasticky, but it's a very smooth leather, no tumble, and it's not very soft. Now, if you look at around the edges of the sneaker like this, it is a pretty thick leather. So again, I'm not an expert on it. I don't know if it's a good grain or if it's not a good grain. I just go by what I feel. It's a smooth leather. It's not super soft. So I don't know how they're going to wear or break in over time. But what a classic clean silhouette. Another thing about the construction real quick is you are going to get more pliable wings right here. On the plastic wings, it's more rubbery than it has been in the past. You know, that goes back to those SB Jordans, right? The SB Jordan 4s, when they started to introduce that. I will say that the mesh is pretty much darn near the exact same as the SB Jordan 4 navies that I have. I did kind of feel them. Those might be a little bit softer, but as far as like what they used to be very hard plastic. This is now a very soft, pliable rubber as far as this mesh netting right here. Back tab is a lot softer than other retros. Again, not as soft as those SBs, but it is softer. Just something to note, as well as your plastic tab down here. A little bit softer, still hard plastic, but it is a little bit softer than in retros in the past. Now, with all that out of the way, let's just dive into the sneaker, right? I mean, classic silhouette. It's a very simple, clean shoe. Primarily white upper. Again, we already went over the leather. You're gonna have that beautiful back tab with the Nike Air in black, and now it is something to note on these. We are diving back to the past when it comes to this, to the OGs from the back in the day, where the actual splatter print you guys will see from the overhead shots goes over that Nike Air logo. You are gonna have the cement splatter going across the lace locks down right here as well on the wings right there, which is beautiful. I love that accent when it comes to it. Obviously, the back of the heel tab, we already noted that you have that beautiful heel tab with the splatter print. The Phylon midsole, that's where you get your splatter print going around that Phylon midsole as well. Really beautiful. Air bubble is done up in white on these guys. I've always said on the white cements, I do think that it should have a red air bubble, but they go with the white air bubble. It's still clean. It's still classic. Still a beautiful sneaker. You're going to have your black accents on the wings right here, your little lace locks at the very top and the bottom right here, as well as the black going on around the outsole. That outsole connects to the white, polyurethane midsole right at the top. Outsole, speaking of the outsole, you are going to have your classic Jordan 4 outsole. You are going to have that cement gray, the black, and the red pod hits right there with your red Nike logo going on right there. Insole is also going to have a red Nike Air logo with the black insole. Don't think these insoles are anything too special. I think it's just a Ortholite insole or something like that. The back of the tongue is going to have your Air Jordan logo stitched in with the white patch with the red lettering. Back of the tongue is that black material. Tongue, obviously your Jumpman is in red with the black flight text right there on the patch. So yeah, guys, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys thought overall of the white cement Air Jordan 4 release. Did you guys go for them? Did you end up picking them up from your local stores? Or did you pass on these, right? So many Air Jordans and just shoe releases still to come this year in general. So I know a lot of people are being selective, but I want to know if you guys ended up being selective on this pair, the true classic white cement Air Jordan 4, or did you say these were a must cop and I had to have them in my collection? Let me know all that good stuff down below in the comment section. As far as resale prediction, I like to touch on it here and there when it comes to my videos. I do think that these things could go up to around that $330 price tag over time. Right now, my size 11.5 and or my size 12 is currently sitting at around $280. Now that's before any taxes or shipping or fees on StockX. It's around $280. So I do think if you have them in hand and people are willing to pay cash for them up front, you could honestly probably get around that $300 price point on these things right now. So again, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you guys smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Before you guys leave, make sure you guys click that notification bell as well, so every time I upload one of these videos, you will be notified. And that's gonna do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan. You guys just chilled with Dill, and we're out. Peace.